Today's question is, how do you address tennis elbow with Thai massage? Yesterday, I was giving a massage with someone who had tennis elbow, so I thought I'd specifically talk about tennis elbow today, but also open it up to you. And if you have specific issues that you're looking for guidance on how to help treat someone in a Thai massage or in your massage, then please post those questions below because I'd love to help you with them. So the person that I was massaging yesterday is a nurse. She doesn't play tennis, but as a result of being on her feet and lifting and holding patients and holding heavy items in the everyday kind of life that she lives, being a nurse, and then even before that she was a waitress. So she's really had a very physical and physically demanding on her body kind of job for over 20 years. She's developed tennis elbows. So that would be some kind of inflammation and tendonitis in the elbow. How did I address that? So number one thing I would say is whatever the issue, it is still always most important to treat the person first, the issue second. So whatever I'm about to share with you, for example, is definitely very specific to this person, and there's always some good takeaways that you can take from one person to the other. There are patterns that I would say often emerge, but at the same time, your first priority, your intention is to really just treat that person first. And so, how much pressure can that person receive in a massage? How much mobility does that person have? Their age, how long they've been dealing with the issue. All of these make every situation unique, and those are just the first four that came off the top of my head. My approach was I did not just start the massage on her elbow. I had it in the back of my mind that the issues that she's having with her elbow, and we did an evaluation before we started the massage as well, where I could see what her mobility was and she could show me her range of motion, and we talked and demonstrated the amount of pressure that she liked. Then in all likelihood, it's not only her elbow that's an issue, it's going to be the entire right side, right shoulder, right neck, upper back. All of that is probably got a lot of tension and a lot of stress, and then the elbow is a weak link in the chain, and that's why it may be extra sensitive there. And also, the way she holds and carries things, with elbows being winged out, for example, may be influencing how she then feels pain there. So, in the massage itself, I spent a lot of time, and I would definitely suggest, starting with not going right where the most acute pain is in general, but actually, work in that general area. So in this case, massaging her shoulder, massaging her neck, and doing some twists in her body, and instantly she was very communicative, which was wonderful. It's always great when you have someone who's communicating just how much release and relief she was already feeling. So I knew I was on the right track with the first couple things I did, pressing on the shoulders, rolling on the shoulder, getting in there with my elbow, and then putting her in a couple of, actually 3 different twists to help kind of open up that shoulder area in different ways, kind of like that. That the Thai massage, you guide people into those kind of guided stretches, and then even you can massage while they're in those stretches. So so that whole channel, all the muscles and all the joints and all the bones that are really that whole unit, they're all constricted, they're all tight, they're all overworking. And by massaging and stretching and opening up that whole area, it was already making a really dramatic impact on her body. So we started the massage seated. I did all the work. I do all the work there. Eventually, I did other things as well, but as we're talking about the tennis elbow, bringing her into lying down, the next thing that I would say was really directly intending to target the area. I brought her lying down, face up, so that's in a supine position, and I did a really nice and long neck massage here as well, which would be, again, all connected and all related to that weak link in the chain at the elbow. So I massaged the neck, and then from there, then I started to travel down the arm, and I spent a lot of time. Again, another place that people don't often feel that they're holding a lot of tension would be the triceps, and to some degree the biceps as well. So I spent a lot of time there, and she was really communicating just how good and how relieving that was as well. And then eventually that brought me down to the elbow, and just gently rocking my way in with my fingers and with palm presses, I just massaged around there with a lot of communication to make sure that what I was doing felt good and not overdoing it. And then something I really like to do is I'll take my knee and I'll gently rest it in a soft spot close to the wrist, of course not right on the bones, but there's like a little here, like right here where I'm pressing, you can see where I can sink in. So if you can slot your knee there, it's really great to engage all the muscles and all the fascia going all the way up the forearm. So I like to like gently rest my knee there and then press down on the forearm and continue to do a little more pressing on the elbow, and even if I can reach up to the biceps and triceps area. And that is another wonderful way that I was helping there. And then I gave her a really nice massage for her hands. So all of that would be one wonderful treatment for the tennis elbow that not only focuses on the elbow itself, but really the whole area. And actually, one other thing I'll add to it is that I gave her a really nice back massage later on in the massage as well. It's how I ended it. So that's another good tip that I would always say, that if you're trying to help a certain area, one great strategy is giving it time to rest. So if we have an hour massage and I did all these things in the first 20-30 minutes, let's say, as part of as part of her massage, then I left the area and I was massaging the feet and the legs and the lower back for a while. And that's also very intentional for helping to treat her tennis elbow, because we've already done a lot of good therapeutic work, and giving her body 20-30 minutes to rest, recover, heal, and kind of integrate everything that we just did is really where the healing takes place, so that I could then come back to the way we ended the massage, which was a great back massage in the upper shoulders. And these muscles kind of around the scapula, that and there's a nerve there that comes all the way down the arm as well. So massaging there, and then where I could press down the arm a little bit as well, is how I wrapped up the massage. So all of that became a wonderful treatment, and she felt amazing after. And and then the next things beyond that is to help that is, first of all, check in, see how you're doing the next day, and then beyond, so that you can adjust and offer any tips. But also give any tips around, like, so I mentioned before, like, one way you definitely put a lot of strain on your elbow is if you're lifting heavy things and your elbows are away from your body. So I would also advise my client, as much as possible, keep her elbows in next to her body and engage with her core, so that any kind of lifting she has to do comes much more from her core, much less from her extremities, and that's going to help her overall. And I actually gave her, so happened I wasn't even planning it, but I always have one nearby, the Thai massage stick, and I was showing her some places on her forearm and on her elbow that she can massage herself, and just to explore and find really good points to press several times during the day. And this is a follow-up on a question that came up in my membership group. So I've got this community that it's called the All Access Pass, where you get access to 5 different Thai massage online courses that I'm offering, and then every week we meet and we talk about what people are learning, but also as people are starting to use what they're learning in their treatments, whether that be on family members or in professional settings, how to actually apply and use Thai massage those ways. That's my story for today. I hope you find this helpful. And like I said, if you are looking for advice on specific areas to massage on the person in your life, on clients, or whatever it may be, post them below because I'd love to help you out. And that's it. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.